88, they go 11-1. 89, 8-3. 3-1. Pretty good. 4-7, 6-5, 5-4. If you win a title, do you get a recruiting bump back then that carries you much stronger through 4-6, 6-5, 5-4-2?
I don't know if you do as much then as you do now.
Correct. And then my point there being 07, 11-2, 9-4, 9-4, 9-4, 10-3. Pretty good.
You might legitimately win another. If you win a title in 07, it might prompt you to, and Rich Rod sticks around, because I think we all agree that the issues with those, especially the 2010 team, was the offense had stalled out under Jeff Mullen.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep that defense, which I think it was the 2010 one, was like one of the best ever for West Virginia as far as statistically. And you put it with the Rich Rod offense. I mean, you're not going to have Pat White that year because he would have already graduated, but still, you might end up in whatever the top bowls were at the time again and again and again. And then all of a sudden you have like 4, 5, 6 BCS bowls in like an 8-year period.
Yeah, you don't have like UConn representing the conference.
Right. Exactly. You're not losing to Syracuse 10-7 in the Carrier Dome or whatever it was.
You're not putting a new coaching staff in 2008 that says we're going to win games, 20-13. We're going to be balanced. We're going to strive for, run pass splits and run pass yardage and all that stuff. No, you're going to have a guy who's going to keep his foot on the floorboard and try to play like his hair is on fire. And it would have kept going. And you're right. So like those thin years after the 88 appearance, and they do get back, by the way, the number I didn't mention was that they got back to at least around the stage for the national championship conversation in 93, right?
Yeah.
Has not happened here since then, but pull the rug out after that 07 season. And if the rug is still there, you got your foot and you probably go somewhere. And you're right, they're probably in that conversation because like the Big East was still around for a couple years and they were still getting the BCS bid. So you're going to be in those high level games. And then who knows how many Big East games you're losing if you're winning a national championship and recruiting to that. Like how many Big East games are you winning? You're definitely the number one recruiting class in the Big East year after year after year, right?
Yep.
Because a lot of players are like, wait a minute, I can get to a BCS game and be in a national championship conversation every year by signing at West Virginia instead of, I don't know, LSU, Florida State, whatever, who might have been the competition for services back then in a more powerful conference. I think that would have been influential. And hearing you talk, that's a dynamic that I think did not exist in 88. That's not like a logic exercise that players went through, where now they do, because that's what recruiting is. Recruiting is so much more different now than it was back then too, and it's such a key that I just think you're better served by winning one in 07.